my god, Lauren.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls have actually drafted Caleb Wilson. Let's go! Oh, man. I mean, this is just so awesome, man. Before I get to it, I gotta get to it. Trade Talk Sports. Back in another video. And man, oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Bro. I have been wanting Caleb Williams so Caleb Williams. I don't know why I keep getting the name mixed up, but Caleb Wilson. Man, just think about it. The Chicago Bulls have Caleb Wilson. Yes, Caleb Wilson, by the way, who to me is an absolute dog. And who, yes, he reminds me a little bit of Kevin Garnett. And now a lot of people in the comments will be like, oh my goodness, you're comparing to Kevin Garnett? Now, there's some other comps. I know somebody, compared him to, Evans and things like that. But, when you look at a guy at Caleb Wilson, this guy is the type of player you can build a franchise around. And you can just kind of just really believe that he can be the franchise guy. And, he's the type of player that I think can really, in my opinion, change a franchise. That's what the Bulls need. We have missed a franchise guy. Look, and something I also want to speak as well. When you look at Derrick Rose, Michael Jordan, you know what they all did? They have lighted this team up. I mean, I was watching a scene earlier where you see Derrick Rose going around to his guys during the huddle after the cool presentation that they always do, but going around the huddle and literally firing the whole squad. And it's crazy. I was just watching, last year, there was no energy. There was no energy, and we have lacked. I feel like personally, the Bulls have lacked on a guy who can really bring this city, man. And honestly, not just give us hope, but just give us, in my opinion, give us, fun to watch and really can be that superstar. You just drafted Caleb Wilson, man. I mean, this is awesome. I'm so fired up. I've been wanting Caleb Wilson for a long time now. I would have been mad at Boozer. If you would have picked Boozer, I would have been mad at it. I knew we was gonna get AJ DeBosta. I didn't really want Darren Peterson personally. I would have been mad if we took him. I personally wouldn't not like it personally if if Wilson did go. I personally would have wanted Darren Peterson. Now, I like I said, I love this pick. I knew he was probably most likely going to be the pick, but to actually see it happen is awesome, man. I'm definitely have to give me a Caleb Wilson jersey, and I'm going to probably have to go to game as well. Now, something about Caleb Wilson that I heard his weaknesses is he's not a great shooter. I do think that's something that he can develop as a player. But obviously, his defense is amazing. I mean, him, just getting to the rim is absolutely, he's a dog at that, and that's what he's good at. Yeah, I still think, like I said, he needs to develop his shooting game a little bit more. I think if he does that, he has a chance to really be a really special player in Chicago. And, man, oh, man. Funny fact, like I said, now let's think about it. Chicago's have two Calebs. You got Caleb Williams, you got Caleb Wilson. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. You have two Calebs in Chicago. And I'm going to have a hype video next season. But, man, I really like this. Not going to make this video too long. Because I'm kind of tired. But, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. You guys can just see my excitement. I'm really kind of going rambling because I'm just so happy and I'm really excited, man. Like, the Chicago Bulls haven't been really that good recently, right? And now the fact that you can have some excitement back in Chicago, I haven't been this fired up probably since, honestly, probably since Derrick Rose times. And to really have this excitement again for Bulls basketball, it's awesome. It is so awesome. I haven't been this excited in a very long time. So to have this excitement is awesome. Now, you know, I also do want to talk about the other pick that we did make today. Now I personally wanted Cameron Carr as a 15 pick. They did not go Cameron Carr. They went Dalen Swain, which I'm not mad at the pick. Am I in love with it? No, not really. But I'm not mad at it. I can get on board with this. He is, you know, a wing from, you know, Texas. Now I don't know if he's gonna play guard. I'm not 100% sure. Man, I do think, like I said, a shooting guard to me is probably still our need. But I do think he could probably bring some of that into him. Now I didn't watch him in this game. And he does have some potential. I really feel like, to me, man, I do think he kind of has potential to really be possibly, I think, a really good player. But I think now, like, you watch like NBA teams, they kind of go into like these big defensive swing guys. When you kind of think about it, the NBA, in my opinion, I really feel like it kind of starting to lean on getting more like, you know, defensive swing guys like OKC and, you know, Spurs and OKC, and kind of how New York did things. So I feel like we kind of watch a lot of these championship NBA teams. That's how they kind of do it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And I really feel like, you know, like I said, I found it great, this pick. I'll probably give it a B. Like I said, am I loving it? No, but I think, you know, with the Caleb Wilson pick, I think this is a decent pick. I think this is a decent pick. Now, like I said, he's not as a good shooter as Cameron Carr. I feel like Cameron Carr would have fit perfectly. You know, that's who I wanted, Cameron Carr. But like I said, I take Dalen Swain. I like this pick. It's not like I said, I'm not in love with this pick, but I do like the pick. I do like the pick, and I do see a lot of Bull fans hating this pick. I mean, I'm not hating this pick, man. I really think he is a guard and he is, you know, a wing. So I do like this pick. I'm really interested to see how this happened. But you're telling me, man, that also, by the way, the Bulls did trade it for Nick Claxton yesterday. And you're telling me that if this is your top five, starting five right now, you have Josh Giddey, maybe Trey Jones, you got Mata Bazelis, you have Caleb Wilson, and you have Nick Claxton. That is a pretty good young five. Maybe you have Dalen Swain in the top five, maybe. I wouldn't be bad at it. That is a pretty good five. That's a pretty decent five. Now, I still feel like we need to go sign a shooting guard. We still need to sign a shooting guard. We still need a shooting guard. That is our, in my opinion, we still need a shooting guard. But I do like Dalen Swain. I do think, man, like I said, maybe he can develop into that type of shooting guard. Maybe he can. We'll have to wait and see. But man, oh man, I love this. Is a very good start, man. And shout out to, you know, Graham, our GM, and our coach, man. This is a very good start to Bulls basketball, man. This is awesome. I'm so excited, man. And like I said, just to have, you know, two Calebs in the city, imagine them both being stars and studs in the league. That's going to be awesome, man. But I'm not going to keep you guys too long, man. I am tired and I ain't got things to do in the morning. But love you guys. Press the bell notification, drop a video. And man, oh man, see red. Let's go and go Bulls.